Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Doctor Who The Fourth Doctor Regenerated and Tardis Collector's Set from B&M Bargain. This is our first B&M release for 2019, and due to the popularity of the Third Doctor and TARDIS set, we have yet again another TARDIS variation to add to our TARDIS collection. Taking a quick look at the packaging, it is very different from the previous Doctor Who merchandise that we've got from B&M. Gone are the days where we have the classic Doctor Who logo. It has now been replaced by the new series Jodie Whittaker's era's Doctor Who logo. And I must say that the packaging on this particular product is really nice. It states that it's from the 5-inch collector series, as well as also that it includes the Fourth Doctor regenerated from the Fourth Doctor's first story, Robot, back in 1974. The side of the packaging showcases both the Doctor and the TARDIS. It states that the TARDIS does have opening doors, and the back of the packaging has that same promotional image with the exact same bio that we got with the Third Doctor and TARDIS set, basically explaining an origin story about the TARDIS. The other side of the packaging has an open window to see into the box, as well as a TARDIS image on the side with the same Doctor Who logo, TARDIS print, as well as what is included within the box's contents. One of the most noticeable differences with the packaging on this particular set is that the packaging insert that actually houses the TARDIS and the Doctor is actually themed and is actually really cool. As you can see, this definitely does appear to have the wall and the door of the unit base where the Third Doctor regenerates into the Fourth Doctor, and we also have some really nice Easter eggs such as a picture of the Third Doctor with Jo Grant and the Brigadier. This top section here has a poster from the Talons of Wing Chiang, as well as a blueprint of the TARDIS console, and also an image which seems to replicate the Who-mobile. I could be wrong, as I haven't watched the classic series in a very long time, but that is definitely what it looks like. There are also some other Easter eggs on there, so this is a really great attention to detail and definitely shows that Character Options are putting a lot of effort into these box arts, as they know that collectors are really enjoying the TARDIS releases that are being provided via B&M. And here we have the Doctor and the TARDIS out of packaging, and they really are fantastic, especially for a budget restricted release. The Fourth Doctor is based on his appearance from the beginning of Robot, that being the Third Doctor's body with the Fourth Doctor, as this is him regenerated from the Third Doctor. I do believe that this release was originally exclusive to the Time Capsule set, which I believe was a BBC shop exclusive. I could be wrong, but it was definitely from the Time Capsule set. For a B&M release, the paint applications on the head sculpt are actually fantastic, and it's probably one of the best painted Fourth Doctor head sculpts we've had in a very long time. One of the most glaring issues I have with it is the sideburns. They have painted them a completely different colour from the hair. I completely understand what they were trying to go for, but it really does look as if the Fourth Doctor is either bleeding from the side of his head or that he has ginger sideburns, which is of course not accurate to Tom Baker's hair colour, and I really do wish that they would have just stuck to the same colour that they used for the head. Talking of the hair, as you can see, there is some magnificent sculpted in detailing, and it really does look fantastic. All the Doctor Who figures really do have some exceptional detailing. You can see you've got the frilly sections of the Third Doctor's shirt protruding out of his jacket, which has been painted really nicely. The cuffs have also been painted in that same turquoise type of blue that we see on the shirt, however have been given a dirty type of look to simulate that this particular costume has been on the Doctor's person for quite some time. The trouser sections are fairly basic. They do have some nice wrinkled and creased material to make them look more realistic, but there's no dirt nor paint splatter over them to make them look weathered or worn, which I would have perhaps liked, but I'm not entirely sure if that is accurate to the story. And the boots are just a standard dark brown paint. In terms of articulation, it is reasonably good. The head is on a swivel, so it can look left to right. The arms can do the full 360-degree spin. There is a rotation just above the elbow section with a 90-degree bend at the elbow. The wrists are also able to swivel forwards and backwards, however they are restricted due to the cuffs. There is a waist articulation joint which could do the full 360. The legs can kick forwards about that far as well as back to that far, and he can do the splits. However, you're more than likely going to split the glue that is holding the seam of his jacket together. There is a full 360-degree rotation at the thigh, and finally there is a 90-degree bend at the knee. This is a great Fourth Doctor figure, and for those customizers who want the Third Doctor based on his final appearance, you can pop this head sculpt on and pop on a John Pertwee head sculpt, and you would have the Third Doctor from his final story. Of course though, the main selling point of this set is of course the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS. Now, the original release of the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS was released about 9 years ago. I will do a comparison with that in just a bit, but it has become extremely rare for collectors to obtain nowadays, and unless you bought one 9 years ago, you're really going to have quite a difficult time in finding one. Here we have a B&M version, which is quite a different look compared to what the original release was. However, the basic mould is based on that original 4th Doctor's TARDIS, as well as the 3rd Doctor's TARDIS that we saw last year. As you can see, you do have the speaker hole as well as the battery compartment, but as this is a B&M set, there are no electronics whatsoever. I would have wished that perhaps they could have swapped this section out, perhaps taken one of these sides and put it there. I don't think it would have been too difficult, and seeing as they're going to probably re-release plenty more TARDISes, I definitely think that it would have been cost efficient to do so. But I really do think the details are really nice. It is a very nice blue, and it does seem to have this really nice weathering effect, and the details definitely do make it look extremely realistic, as if though it is wood. There's been some weathered effect applied to the windows all the way throughout, making them look extremely battered and weathered, which is definitely accurate to what we see in the show. I love how they've done the white signage with the black text over the top. It really does pop and make it look extremely distinctive when compared to previous TARDISes. As you can see, they've painted the entire frame black, which is accurate to the 4th Doctor's TARDIS that he had in Robot and several other stories. And the 3rd Doctor's black base is now gone and has been replaced with the more accurate blue base. This is a really nice looking TARDIS and is definitely a very warm welcome into my collection. Of course, the doors are able to open, and inside you can see where the batteries would go. Once again, I do wish they could have perhaps removed it. However, it's not as much of an eyesore as the speaker hole on the back. In order to close this one, you just simply take this and pull it forward and it will catch at the top. And then this door here has a spring-loaded gimmick that when you push a button on the floor, it springs shut just like so. Comparing the brand new B&M TARDIS to the electronic TARDIS that we got back in 2010 with the 4th Doctor, as you can see, they are very, very different in terms of their paint applications, but the moulding is exactly the same. This is a much lighter shade of blue as opposed to this more darker blue, and the black rim on this version doesn't go all the way around like this version. I definitely do prefer the pull to sign open on this version as opposed to this one, as the 4th Doctor had this throughout most of his run as the Doctor. I do definitely prefer the white sign and the black text on it as opposed to the white text on the black sign. However, both of the TARDISes do look really nice, and I do prefer the weathered effect on this version as opposed to this version. However, they do definitely look very good alongside each other, and both still have a place in my collection, as the TARDIS did go through plenty variations throughout the Doctor's run. If you didn't pick this set up back when it was originally released in 2010, then you must pick up this B&M set, as you really do get one of the best looking TARDISes that we've had released for the classic era, as well as the regenerated 4th Doctor, which up until now was a time capsule exclusive, making it extremely difficult for the majority of us collectors to obtain. So overall, what do I think of the latest release from B&M Bargains for the Doctor Who 5-inch range? Personally, I think it's fantastic. Not only do you get a great variation of the 4th Doctor with fantastic paint applications, but you also get one of the most rarest TARDIS exteriors that many fans have wanted a re-release for years, and it's a really nice addition to the Doctor Who TARDIS collection. As I stated, I really do like the white signage with the black text, and I love how they've finally given us the black border around the pull to open sign. I also think the weathered effects are fantastic, and I really like how characters are going the extra mile in taking some extra care in their packaging, making them to be dioramas, as you can see here. It really does show that character know that fans really enjoy these releases and that they are spending more of their budget in making these releases top drawer. This set cost me $19.99, which I think is fantastic, as you get a 5-inch version of the 4th Doctor and the 4th Doctor's TARDIS, which nowadays goes from anywhere to £100 to £200 on eBay. I highly recommend this Doctor Who set, especially if you are a fan of the classic series. Thanks for watching.